Let's talk about the water then. Go ahead. You're next, Mr. DePiero.
Good evening. My name is Mario DePiero.
Yes, sir. We have some order, please. We have some order. I'll clear the chamber. The next outburst from anybody on this subject's going out. I'll clear the chamber, and I mean it. Now let the gentleman speak.
First of all, I want to know who figure about the water bill. If we pay the sewer or we pay the water bill. Now, so, meantime when we use a water in the house, toilet, to wash, how come we gotta pay a sewer when we put a water in the grass, on the garden? What the hell is the sewer going? Why we gotta pay that for?
Let me get you an explanation.
Through you, Mr. Mayor, when council reviewed the budget as measured by the water meter.
But I don't think it's all the way we treat it's very good, because I don't know if I understand pretty good. The St. Cather city, you got about 14, 15 cubic feet of water, like before you started to pay. We got a 7. Plus, the people, the folks over here know the bill comes so much high, but I know in about a billion here, a billion there, but still we pay the water we don't supposed to pay because we don't use it for a sewer. In other words, your guys supposed to figure something better the way you do right now. Because why, when everybody got a garden, everybody got a grass, like the water go there, it don't go on the sewer. But if we use, say, $50, we got to pay dollar by dollar or what? Hey, that's a bad That's a better thing to do. I don't know. That's not good. For my point, that's very, very bad.
Could we have any questions from members of council of Mr. DePiero on this subject? Yes, Councilor Miato.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just one point, and that was that some of us on council felt that if we linked the sewer rate to the water usage, then overall, because of the higher price, people would use less, which would conserve water, which is what we were trying to do. You mentioned St. Catherine's. They hide their sewage tax in your regular taxes, whereas we decided to make it visible so you could see it on the water bill. So the cost would have to be absorbed somehow. We could have hidden it, or we could make it upfront and visible so you can see it. So we chose to do it that way so that we could conserve water. You're right, it doesn't go in the sewer. We all agree with that, but,
yeah, but
one way or the other, it has to be raised.
Still, we pay that. I don't think it's such a fair the way you guys are doing it.
Yeah. Councilor Greco.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd just like to say that I've been talking to quite a few people in the city here, and there has been people that have complained about high bills, but there's also been people that have had 3-month bills of something like a little better than $60. And these people have large gardens. We're going to have to educate ourselves. For instance, if you have a garden, you're going to have to water at the roots, not just let that water fly all over the place. This may be a way. There's the education that has to come into the picture. This person I'm talking about has an extremely large garden on Richmond Street, as a matter of fact, and his bill last time was $63. That's water and sewer charges. But he's watched it very, very closely, and he's also has a wonderful garden there. He's got tomatoes 3 feet high. So, but the way he waters is a little different than he waters at the root at the right time of day, early in the morning or in the evening. So, as what Councilor Miato has stated, the idea of conservation is something that has to be learned in order for us to get those costs down. Because if not, you're going to pay one way or another. You're either going to pay through the tax bill or the water bill.
Well, I don't know. It's over here. That's all you guys talk about. The pay a tax here, a tax there. We are the tax up to here. But then when we want something, we never get them. We never get them. I lived for 40 years and to off across the street, I never see a police go through. I live there for 40 years, I repeat again, when in the school time, those kids who threw a can, the stuff all over and the property, I never see no guys from a town over here to go there and say, hey, or go on board, or go to school there to tell the teacher. Say, what kind you learn for those kids? Nothing. I never see nothing about that. But when they talk about a tax high, up to here, that's all we talk here. You never see. Every time you open a piece of paper, a tax for a board, a tax for a region, a tax for that. That's all we talk about. But you don't figure that the people make $10,000 a year, and you got to pay a tax for pay the teacher and make $60,000 a year. That's a fair of that. That's a fair of that. That's what you guys are supposed to do over here. You don't supposed to come around and just say, I can give a vote, you give me a vote for me, or give me a vote for that. That's not good. You got to be fair. We want to pay a tax, it's fine. But you got to go see to give to who. You know what I mean? That's the point I make over here. You don't have to take the tax. The guys make $10,000 a year because you got to pay the teacher, you make a 60, or you got to give it the region. That's you guys. You should watch something better than that.
Any further concerns,
Thank
Mr.
you.
DePiero? Thank you.